As time passed, me and Valentino built a great empire down here. At first, I didn't really like Valentino. I thought he was disgusting, but I started to enjoy some of the pleasures that he enjoyed, and I started to, well, indulge in the fun things that he did too. Honestly, I was changing, and not for the better. I was still focused on power, and I still trained, and I was still focused on strength, don't get me wrong, but this life was more fun than I thought. Before, I just wanted power to have it because of my pride, but now I realize you can have a lot of fun with a lot of power. And maybe I can just have fun. Why try to take over this place, right? No. What am I saying? I want the power. I need the power, and I will control everything. I will pull all the strings. However, one day, Valentino wanted me to get Violet. Violet was this girl that showed up out of nowhere and started to take over social media, the internet. She had a strong online presence, and she was selling many beauty products. At first, we really didn't care about that. After all, it seemed like it wasn't our bottom line. But she was great with marketing. Maybe she can help market things. After all, even though I ran TVs were becoming quite old and outdated. And this new thing called the internet was becoming, well, pretty accessible to everyone. One day, Violet will be out there selling her product. And, being herself, her cocky self, as I walked in. As she looked at me and said, "Huh, are you another man here to try to marry me or take me? I already told her I'm not interested." I would look at her and say, "No. I want to do a business deal with you, for you to join us." "Wait a second, I recognize you. You're that cyborg that rules all TVs down here. You realize my technology was superior." "I don't really care about the tech I control. All I care about is money, and you can help bring in a profit, and we can make you make more money, so it seems like a win-win." She would say, "Alright, I'll listen," as then I started to bring her to Valentino. Valentino would laugh and say, well, looks like good looking finally got here." I would say, "Yeah, I guess she's alright." "Not her, you silly. You're my knight in shining armor. You brought me more money than Vox ever could, and now you bring me a new business partner. Maybe I should do something to repay you." I would walk back a bit nervous and shy, as I would say, "No thank you," as I would walk away. Valentino would seem a little bit irritated. But then he would do the pitch with her. You see, she was going to be able to make a lot more money with us and vice versa, so I knew she wouldn't say no, so it wasn't a big deal. As I was walking around, I would look up at the counter, the count towards extermination day. And I would remember what happened, how my body was scorched by those angels. I was careless. That was the first time I ever had power, the first time I ever felt strong, and I let it go to my head. And I almost was destroyed because of it. However, I wanted to get revenge on the angels, but to do that, I needed angelic weapons. I knew just who she had them, Camilla Carmine. Besides, if I could beat these angels, I will be famous around here. Everyone will flock behind me. I will become the ultimate overlord, and I can control everything and everyone. And they'll let me do it because I'm their hero. I'm their savior. True, it's not like down here people care about being good or nice, but someone who saves all of their lives. There has to be some sort of gratitude for it. No one would want to take me on, and everyone would want to do business with me, the one who'd stop at extermination day. However, I knew this wouldn't be easy, and I had to take things slow and carefully. As I went to Camilla Carmine, I started to knock on the door. She opened the door and looked at it. "Oh, it's you." I'm impressed. You were some sort of puppet, even, may I say, a pet. My eye began to twitch under the suit, or what was left of it anyway. As that struck a nerve, she would laugh and say, "I guess it doesn't matter, since you made a big business deal, but now you work with that freak Valentino. Disgusting. Why are you here? A long time ago, you told me an angelic weapon could hurt an angel. If we can make angelic weapons, we can..." Camilla Carmine said, "I'm not interested." She started to close the door. I put my hand in and said, "Why? Why don't you want to fight the angels?" "Because if we stop them, it will only lead to worse things. Heaven will want revenge, unless they have another way to deal with our overpopulation. And a war would be bad for business." As then she pushed me out and closed the door. I was angered beyond belief. Part of me wanted to rush in there. However, me starting a war with Camilla Carmine would be bad for business. And I already got a new business partner. I don't want to ruin it. I sighed and simply walked off. This wouldn't be the end, though. We had to organize an army to fight back, to make sure we can protect ourselves. and more importantly, get my revenge. As I would decide to hire spies to try to steal Camilla Carmine's angelic weapons. There's not much I could do at the moment, so I simply sat back and waited. Eventually, extermination day would come, as I hid under a bunker with Valentino and Velvet. As Velvet and Valentino stayed with me, I would hear the screaming, the carnage, the chaos that the angels inflicted, and I couldn't do anything. Sure, I could go out and fight with an angelic weapon, but even if I took a few out, I would have a big target on my head, so I was just forced to sit down. As I got anxious, my hands and arms began to move, wanting to fight, but I couldn't, as suddenly Valentino would grab me and say, "Shh, oh, what's got you so down? Are you bored? You want to be excited? Can't get some action? Well, I have some action for you right here," as Valentino started to dance for me in a suggestive way. I would sigh and say, "Listen, Valentino, I'm not interested in that." Valentino would laugh and say, "Why not? Come on. To be honest with you, I've had robots before, but you're half robotic and half organic, and I know a certain piece of you survived." Velvet would laugh and say, "Oh my God, just make out already," as I would look at her and say, "What is wrong with you? Will not, shh." Valentino put his finger on my lips. "Please be my knight in shining armor, Nico. My sweet, sweet Nico. You are better than anyone else. I promise you that, and I can show you something no one else can." Me and Valentino then had fun for the night. I just wanted to shut him up, but I felt something that I've never felt before. It wasn't love, at least I don't think it was, but I cared about him more than just that. I don't know if he cared about me, though. He was narcissistic, so probably not. But as the day passed and we went out and a lot of our area was destroyed, we had to rebuild everything, I looked at Valentino and said, what if there was a way we could fight back against these angels, get rid of them? After all, if we did that, everyone would want to work for us. Valentino smirked and said, "Oh, really?" As in, Violet said, "Hell yeah, let's do it." But first, we need to have proof. Proof we can do this. I've heard angelic weapons can do it, but I don't have any proof of a dead angel. If I can find a dead angel and tell them how we did it, I can easily assemble an army and fight back. As I had an idea, Gestiel was super close to Camilla Carmine. If I could get him to talk, then the rest of us can go. However, Gestiel was extremely powerful, so I needed a lot of people with me. I made sure Valentino was with me. As me and Valentino would walk around looking for Gestiel, as he searched the cities, we didn't find much until we finally found something. It was Gestiel's home. Now, Camilla Carmine knows how to get rid of angels, so it's possible she could have destroyed one before. If he can give us a hint on where the angel is, or how to convince people to follow us, this could work. However, he's been a player for a very, very long time, so this will be harder than intended. As I would look at Valentino and say, "Are you ready?" Valentino would say, "Why are you so scared? You're so strong and powerful. You even defeated Vox, and that suit has only made you more powerful. At first it was a hindrance, but now it's an upgrade. You will represent all the technology of our company and all the fortitude, and you also have years of experience in the underground world. Why are you scared of him? Because it's Gestiel. The radio demon himself doesn't fight him. That tells you how strong this guy is. And he's been here for hundreds of years. You can't be around for that long if you're not powerful." Valentino would sigh and say, "It's not like we're gonna fight him." "Yeah, but he's hid his house here for a reason. I don't think he wants to be disturbed." As I was about to knock, suddenly he would appear behind us. "Ah, two overlords here. Are you here to challenge me?" "No, not at all, sir. Actually, it's quite the opposite. We need your help." "Help with what?" "We need to find a dead angel. Please, if you help us, Gestiel will look at us and say, I could fight you both right now, but let's be honest. If I destroyed you two, someone else would find it eventually. A war is bringing. This place has been being destroyed by those exorcists for quite a while now. So, it's not like war is not gonna happen. It's inevitable. So let's make a deal. If you find this, you can't attack Camilla Carmine. You have to leave her alone. Let her be safe. Valentino would laugh and say, oh, so you got the hot. So you two, you know. As he would then start to thrust his hips. As Zestial got a little upset, I would laugh and say, oh, he's just joking. Sure. As then we signed a contract. As then we would go and find the dead angel. Now we can rally an army. Now we can get ready to defeat the Exorcist. This was more of a build-up episode, so sorry there wasn't a lot of action. But I love you all, and thank you so much for watching. Seriously. I hope we can make it to 4K, and if we ever make it to 10K, I will do a face reveal, but who knows when that will happen. Anyway, love you all, and that Fallout video actually did well. It did really bad at the beginning, but then suddenly it just blew up. And hey, maybe I'll make more Fallout content. I do love me some Fallout.